It's showtime. You are live. Hello, everybody. I has doubted. I doubt that. I has it's his buggo. So no, I doubt that it's going to start up yet. But like right now. But we'll see what it goes. Hello.
Today is the day of the healings.
Finally, we're back again. Yay!
Visible and audible. Wow.
Hi, Tinglish.
Shall I just start saying my unexpressed thoughts?
You could do that's usually that's just the first immediate time.
So I was thinking about this whole visibility thing. And then I was like, how close is the visibility thing to like evidential marking on pronouns?
Very fair idea.
I think it's a very fair idea, but I also don't think it's in the spirit of the poll.
No.
Like, I don't think if we said that, like, this was actually a direct evidential pronoun, it's like, although I do think, like, no. I think it should, I think visibility is enough. And I want to tick this off of the Gram Bank list of ideas that we haven't done yet.
Yeah, which is good.
Did you remember that existed? Because I
I definitely know it existed. I actually kind of stumbled upon it today. Which
I did a stumbling too.
Did you ever experience the website Stumble Upon?
I vaguely remember it.
Okay, that was a very fun time for me because you would just like they would just generate random websites, and if you liked it, like you kind of like had a lot of time to explore it until you got bored, and you just change whatever you were on. And I don't know like what algorithm like did that or how it changes, but like it was a fun time. We had a little poll that you all had voted for about our demonstratives.
And I think this is like a nice spread of opinion.
I
will say that I originally picked 2, and then I thought, no, I do want the visible, non-visible distinction.
I think I stuck with 3 the entire time.
Wow.
But like I do like the result that has 1. So I'm glad we have a nice like visible, non-visible distinction.
I think that part of me was like, last time the inside-outside demonstratives, they're very cool. I think that they make translation or like how we think about describing things in space quite weird.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah.
But I think this is like reasonably common, but also not super frequent, but also interesting. Like she's fun. Now, what next? Do we want to argue about derivation versus spontaneous creation?
Somewhat, but I don't know how much of an argument it's going to be. I think where my head is at is to have the distances be roots and then have the unmarked form of it be one of the two, and then have the marked form come from maybe something like to see, or kind of like something to combine it with. So it does take on that like visibility or invisibility meaning.
I think for me, I'm wary about having too much simple affixation because it feels less isolating.
Yes, I was also going to bring that up about like now that we have a really general overview of what we think the sound is going to look like. I think we're pretty much in a solid state with it. Now we can kind of like play around with like criticization and like what actually grammaticalizes at what time, and kind of can like both like mark that in it and then kind of just like code like those whole grammaticalizations in. I think the only thing that we're both in agreement on is that the K system is going to be potentially the only thing that is like remnant from affixation of the protoform.
For nouns, yeah.
For nouns, yeah. Okay.
Caleb has a question. I'm now trying to think if you can combine Caleb and question, but you end up with like colleption. Colleption. Is Jonathan here? Because if I say that sounds kind of like a Yiddish word.
Jonathan has not made themselves known yet.
Jonathan has not made themselves super available at this time. Which I think is probably means booked and busy, which is not a bad thing.
Never a bad thing.
So are there going to be interrogative slotting into the same format à la japonais?
Oh, à la japonaise.
Caleb didn't write it in French, but I felt like going there.
C'est pas correct.
Le japonais.
La langue japonaise. La japonaise. Mais le japonais. So I've been also listening to a lot of Quebec country music because I unironically do love country music, and it is also like trying to get like more input. So I'm having a very fun time in that like little like.
I was just listening to that song you said, and I was like, "Why is he trying to get the animals into the yard or whatever's going on?"
Oh no, it's like it's also like a cute little like fun little like there's no more for the animals to live, so you gotta put them in your house because they'll die. Like kind of sense it.
Did you want this? Or you have your
own? I'm a hydro homie through and through.
Like I feel like that's fun in the way that your tattoos are fun.
I'm having a good time.
It's like I can understand why they would be fun for you and why they're not fun for me, and I think we're at peace with that.
I agree.
Whenever I say that, I just think of it was Roxy Andrews,
who is here to make it clear.
Yeah, where she's like, I looked across the room and I saw I think it was the character's name, but whoever now I can't remember. Jason? The story's got out of hand. I'm gonna abandon it. But anyway, it's like I saw her ugly face. No, that was Latrice. It was Latrice. It was Latrice. Anyway, apologies for the. That was one horrible tangent. Sequence stress does.
Oh yeah, sequence stress for sure. What the hell is this? What is the audio buttons?
What?
I don't know. Anyway, they're the new thing, and one can insert an audio button into their Google Doc, which I do not care about. So.
Oh, it probably makes a noise or something.
That's cool.
Okay, where are you?
I'm under demonstratives.
So, when are we doing? I'm gonna look at the polygon. I think that you could. you could like I think that you could argue that having like this is like, I don't know what's usually like, if I say it's like a Battenberg, do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
So this would be like if you had the perfect Punnett square
Correct.
of like things surviving. There are
Jonathan,
plenty.
make yourself known.
There are enough languages that
Okay.
don't have a proximal
And
invisible.
which does make sense.
Like, I think for me, if we can find something that works nicely for all four, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
If we are better off having the invisible thing only be distal, then I'm good with that as well. I don't know how you feel.
I feel much better about that, just having the three. So having the proximal, the distal visible, and the distal invisible. Yes. Unfortunately, Jonathan's poll did not their preferred poll option did not win. Ooh, that also is a good point, Caleb. What could there be? Could there be like a culture room for invisible proximal things, like the ghosts that are haunting you?
Well, I think that you would feel the you would feel the loss of the proximal invisible if you had to use the proximal. Like, you'd use them with different sort of things, right?
Yeah.
So like you'd be like, this apple I can see.
Yeah, and I think like Chad is saying a lot of things about like it being used for more abstract terms, or like community,
Yeah.
for example, or like I thought like memories, like those memories I have of yada yada boo 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 boo.
But particularly things like it really reminds me actually of the distinction in Andean languages. No, it's only in Aymara, I think. Or is it only in... No, it's only in Quechua, where you have two sorts of infinitive. One for concrete actions and one for abstract nouns. So like you would have a different word for like a step. Like in English, we'd combine like a step as in one that you physically make, and a step in the sense of like of a plan. But if you
Yes.
really wanted to separate the idea, you can in Aymara by saying that one is like a metaphorical, well, not even metaphorical, but just a abstract sort of step, and the other one is a concrete,
physical step. I see.
Um,
like this apple, like maybe I imagined. Like if we are like ascribing some meaning to this like proximal invisible apple. But like I think there is some merit to thinking like maybe this, like the Otalun form keeps this proximal invisible, maybe the Ornololu one doesn't, because it kind of is this sort of like fast and loose idea.
Well, we'll see.
I'm kind of like bringing Jonathan's point into it as well, with like the idea of there only being like these like three demonstratives and having like the collapsibility from the proximal.
Well, first things first, Amaryllis.
Thank you.
do we have a word for to see yet?
I don't think so, actually.
No.
No.
So we can do 3 new things.
Okay.
I'm going to do syllables only. I'm going to take 20. Oh, wait. No. The syllables are syllabling.
Yeah, definitely like, oh yeah, they're definitely syllabling, but like I think this already exists.
I like ngith.
I also like ngi.
Which one?
The one you have bolded.
Ngith.
I'm also just deleting forms that I think are kind of potentially
Horrible.
Yeah, this I don't like that. I don't know how that is even illicit. This
I don't think it is actually.
okay.
Like, no. It was nasal fricative that you had to leave afterwards.
The has a very demonstrative feel.
It does.
I wonder
if this was C, then it would end up we've I don't know what that was anyway.
That was your wisdom noise.
If there was if we made a form that ended with a vowel, this would end up just
like collapsing.
Wouldn't it?
Let me put in, since we're both in agreement on Neef. No. There we go. If that becomes like, that's going to palatalize likelier than not.
Oh. Do you want to share with the class?
I will do. Give me one moment, please. Brilliant. Yeah, we can also see some stuff. Here we go. I'm going to here. And I'll put this in the eye as well, because that's going to utterly collapse. So we got geese, here, this can be ignored a little bit. Geese, gishi. And this can, like, I don't know if I don't think we have long I anymore, but
long I.
Yeah, because long I think lowered and broke as A.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like
so
this,
I don't think this is as successful as it would. Like, if we made neath the proximal, and we picked one that ended with a vowel for
the distal,
like, like maybe see what ka does.
I think ka is gonna be ka.
But the ka versus kalya.
Oh, there we go. Kalye, kalyi.
Oh, it's because it's palatal. The schwa palatalizers, the schwa fronts. No, like the thing I'm interested in is having the schwa drop.
Oh, girl. Yes, I understand this.
Which would mean that, like, if we making it le feels really French.
Yeah. Hi, Sultan. Welcome. I'm doing great.
If you made it the ev, what does kava come out as?
Kava is kazi. Kazi.
This is where, like, it's not giving me the vibes I was hoping for. I think because we didn't go as reducing as I thought we were going for. And so I don't know if I need to, like, change my expectations a bit or not.
Do you like if it's na, or if it's kav and then it becomes kava, kadli? That just is worse.
I'm gonna try and find the rule about when schwa is deleted. Because I know it's in there.
This is pre-tonic. This is not what we need. Central vowel loss is really far up. So let's trace changes of this.
We only do it basically when there's a voiced thing.
Oh, this becomes like an E so fast. Like
yeah.
this is yeah.
No, I don't think we can do it with the yeah there.
Correct. That's just for kicks and giggles. Kal. It does.
Yeah, but kakal isn't that exciting.
Ka. I think.
But I don't know which vowels would be more exciting. Like, maybe if it was with a schwa, you could get like ku to kai, couldn't you?
Yeah, schwa.
So yeah, so if we made it r, then you could get ku and then kai. With k schwa, then flap schwa.
Thank you. I
think is nice.
I do like this.
And you could change the vowel, the consonant there as well. If you like, I think the K is nice, but
always forget like phrenology.
With neath. Wait, neath is gonna come out as geeth, isn't it?
Yeah, so like that's why I'm kind of like reluctant to make it a velar.
Geese.
So it's gonna be like geese, and guy. So like,
I think we need to make it something something that's not gonna be F stays as F, F and Phi.
F, my.
And what else could we
Not
play
like
with?
uvulars.
If we put the F at the beginning, you would get Z and Zai. Although that's very close to the
Shay and Shay. I think that's a little. I think any pal is going to give us something that's going to be a little bit too.
Yeah. Lavuna.
Lavuna. The boo boo. H and high. I think. What was it? I was going to say? Sin Sai.
If we made it Lever, we would get Lever and Levi. Levi sounds too close to
Levi.
Levi.
Yeah. Couldn't you can get like Lee Shay, but that's still gonna get like the whole palatal thing going a little bit. Che. What is this? Chuz, Chase, and Che. No, that's not really doing anything too much. Still kind of doing this thing. Chun.
As soon as you put the coder in, you're not gonna keep
anything.
The dropping unless it's. I don't know if you put a final R on.
Co and co. I think anything that's going to like palatalize, anything that's going to change the schwa's quality is going to like have this be this very like, I won't say minute distinction, but like it is only being caused right by like length.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have a look at the proto-homology and see.
It's only sure.
I feel like the Z, or if we really like Neath, like
okay, so this is actually interesting. So if we make any high val here, it's going to do that, but like,
well, we don't want geese with P and pay.
Geese, P, I like the E, I, and I. Like,
yeah,
combo.
Me too. Which means that like I think that we can pare things down. So I think we probably don't want a voiced initial.
No.
Which means nasal, and we don't want it to be palatalized, and we don't want it to be round. So, and we probably like I think we could go with H.
Yeah.
Which would be like.
I'm not sold on H though.
If you're then we can pick between T. This would come out as S.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out as Z. And I don't want to do the L.
Is it crazy to want the F? Is it crazy to have it be Fi and Phi? I don't think it's that crazy.
I think Fi and Phi are fine. Especially, I think that it would very much be good to for glumming purposes in the other languages, because the F can very easily be eroded, which then means, so at the proto level, we have so f is the distal.
Mm-hmm.
And are we, okay, this is the other thing. Are we saying that demonstratives, these two proto-demonstratives, are their own class of words, or do they fit in a broader category?
I think we need more information to answer that. I think we need to like kind of have like more smaller words, because like I was thinking like if they are going to be like determiners, like what would that be? Like what would be the other portion of the determiner, like class?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wrong. Do we not have one that's yeah? No, we don't. Okay.
Hooray!
I think I would probably put it here.
Yeah, that makes sense a little bit.
This is why sometimes it's worth it to have a proto-romanization, everyone, because you're trying to make a dictionary entry and you're having to try and put the IPA in alphabetical order.
Yeah, which we all know there isn't one. This is a social construct, the alphabet. That order is at least. Proximal hair color.
And the is to see.
See.
Lovely.
Okay. I don't. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking about like if
I'm sure that you wouldn't need a dictionary of a proto-lang or
Lavon.
all that,
Oh my god.
but we do. It's worked for this long. Why not keep?
Where's the Lavuna's evil twin, Lavon?
Wow.
Lavon. Whoa. Beautiful. Just a good smuggler. Oh whoa. I love it. I love it either way. I could imagine Lavuna had a past life as Lavon. It also reminds me of like a character from like 30 Rock, like one of Tracy Jordan's entourage members. Like there was like the one with I think it was Sherry Shepherd was his wife. And like she had like a little like reality show, kind of like the Real Housewives, and like it was Titus Burgess cast as this character. Was so funny. I'm doing a great job explaining that to people.
And we're saying that there's no invisible proximal.
I think we are.
Mm-hmm.
So that would mean that phi is the invisible and phi is the visible.
Yes, you're right. Does the table still make sense, or is it better just to list that there's 3?
I think it's better to like, if this is proximal and this is distal.
Ooh. I don't know if we need a table for.
This is invisible. And this gets merged. And this becomes this. And then you go to table options and go to total and cell and better. I see. I also believe that our internet's been kind of funky recently. I don't know what's been happening with it, but definitely when we use a lot of devices, it kind of one consistently just goes haywire, which I guess is fair. If we're using a lot of the internet. But in terms of demonstratives, they could be behaving adnominally, pronominally, both.
Also, just before.
Okay.
Are we saying that geese? I think there's two versions of this. There's one where, as you were saying, if you were going to say this idea, or can you say this idea, or are ideas always for when they are used with demonstratives?
This is what my gut says, and this can be easily slashed down. I could imagine the proximal and visible being really used more for poetic senses, imagining that your memories are kind of rather close to you, but there really isn't a place that it's at. So you're.
But you know what I mean, right?
I do know what you mean. Yeah, I think fizz fine for now to just kind of encapsulate that.
But which way does it go? Is it
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying now.
Are we saying visibility first or distance first? Is this a poll?
I think this is a poll. I think this might be a YouTube poll.
Well, we can do polls in-house now.
Or what?
Which way should foot go? It should the
this is the 1, 2, 3 thing in it.
Logical
hierarchy.
Invisible go. One all invisible things take foo, and the other option is all proximate things take geese.
Girl.
Ooh. But we're not in a great place now. And I can't move the... Oh, the poll can be moved. Is this a good spot? It's fine.
That's fine.
It's quite low contrast, but...
Oh, don't get me started again on the whole low contrast. So it seems like Lavinia did not prevent Jonathan suffrage.
Yeah, that's how you vote. How many people are viewing us today?
According to the number 5, I don't have it open on YouTube, so I don't know if that counts.
I got distracted by the taste.
I think people were just processing their decisions. Oh,
It's a very reasonable thing to do.
yes. One must not always be rash with their decisions. It's okay to be occasionally. So.
Okay.
Mm.
If certain votes, that's everyone who's commented thus far having participated in democracy.
Indeed.
The contrast of the poll is quite bad.
It's quite terrible.
Can I make it bigger?
Well, I don't want to do this, but I am curious.
If we do it like this, then... oh, wait, it doesn't automatically switch between us.
Oh.
The poll is really small still.
No, it is not LHAB compliant, for sure.
No.
That's all my job's been reduced to, and I'm tired of it.
The persons are conspicuously absent.
I know who's to blame for this, but yes.
No.
But conspicuous. Olavuna. I mean, we're talking about like the
I thought you meant for the Petersons' absence, and I was like,
I don't know why they're where they are or who they're doing.
Doing. Wow.
Who they're doing things with. How do you end a poll?
I think it's within the widget tree.
Oh, we are now getting even like more better nicknames. So we're going from Lavuna to Lavoine to Lavoie.
Okay, so that's the poll.
Oh, Lavoie! Oh, she was on Drag Race.
That's the poll ended, and now I click hide. You know who else was on Drag Race? Charlie hides.
And sister, she was so good at that.
She's such a light figure.
There.
She was there.
She was a mannequin. Come on, Mannequin Queen. That's a cute drag name, Mannequin Queen.
So the indivisibility so
the indivisibility. Continue. I had a point.
The demonstrative uses use things that are close and visible to the speaker.
So then it's this one that gets noise.
So phi is the proximal.
The distal visible.
Distal visible. Far and or far but? I think far but.
Yeah.
And it is the invisible demonstrative, which are not visible to the speaker, including abstract. This is used no matter the distance. Lovely.
Wonderful.
Are there any forms you want to keep? There's nothing.
I don't think there's anything of remark, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's nothing that we couldn't have created by our own. What I will say is that this is now the time to bring up the how these little doodles will behave. Because my gut feeling is that either they behave just abnominally, and pronominally we have like just the pronouns doing their thing. B is that they're both adnominal and pronominal, it doesn't matter. C is that they're only pronominal and they need some sort of thing or some sort of like adjectival sort of dealio, like possessive thing to make them like use in an attributive manner. But if they are used pronominally, my argument a little bit is that they can be helpful in deriving some sort of polypersonal agreement.
You mean like not for this, right? For a different language.
For potentially this one. For like if they were incorporated into the like kind of like our noun incorporation mechanism. But that would be like if I wouldn't say anaphor, but maybe that's not right. But like if there was already the referent like already said, that like could like it could be used like in like discourse stuff.
But the noun incorporation, that would basically mean that every verb would have like a. But how would it work if you have a verb that, like, part of the idea is that at the earlier stage we have like full noun incorporation, right?
I'm nodding in agreement. Yes.
So like the persimmon cell becomes fruit cell,
yes.
Right? Which then is inherited as a verb that specifically means to sell fruit. Right?
Okay. I'm going off kilter a little bit. So let's like gut that idea out about the whole noun incorporation.
Yeah, because then it would be like as soon as you say that the incorporated pronoun is also used for anaphor, then don't you end up like, I think you would end up needing like multiple incorporated arguments, which I think you could justify on a level. Like it would definitely be, it would make the proto language a lot more polysynthetic than it currently looks.
Okay. I'm also just going to put an example, our classic example of the person eating the persimmon. At least now this is a modern form at least of these things, just to kind of like have our little template going a little bit. Okay. So.
Well, right. First of all, we have to say, is it like this was also why I was asking about what kind of thing it is, because as you were saying, if these are allowed to be pronouns,
correct,
function pronominally, we probably like you may well end up like I do think it would be nice if these could also take the plurals as effectively classifying the demonstrative.
I was also going to go along that train a little bit and wonder if we could merge these with number marking somehow. One thing I did want to bring up as well is that I feel like there's not a lot of like inanimate distinctions for our plurals, or like if it is, I'm having a hard time like describing the meaning for it, but that can be brought up later. I'm just making that known.
Mungo. Do we want to talk what do you want to do now?
Let's figure out whether or not these are going to be pronominal or not. I think that's a really important thing to break down, because that I think will help us make a lot of decisions in the future easier.
So,
could that be the poll this week? And then we can talk about like.
Let's see where we get to.
Okay.
Because so the people eat the persimmon would be. So this is one thing where is chamel in no, because it would start with T. So first of all, have we got the list of? We can just put the list of numbers. Into the other side of things.
I'm gonna put the table in like the other tabs. We can kind of like see the vibe. This is a group of people, and you were right about it being beforehand. But the question is, well.
So Kuz is Kuz.
Oh no, so you missed a little small poll. I'm so sorry.
I can just like shove them through the sound changes and export the outcomes.
So these are also going to be affixed prefixed onto nouns in the proto stage.
Oh wait, I thought mul was the word for water, but it's the word for flood?
It is.
Okay.
So it's definitely helpful that it's not like exactly 1-to-1, but it is still water adjacent. In fact, it's a lot of water. I think we're under a flood watch today, actually. Let's see. Let's check my weather.
I'm sure people love my copying and pasting content.
So the proto form for it is mul. That kind of sounds like mul, like the Korean word for water. And now under sound changes, it now is boil. So boil is now the word for flood. So.
Okay. So I think that like we probably if these regularly reduced in certain positions, I think you could justify using the reduced forms as like the plural markers, but these are already quite short anyway. So
they already are indeed. Well, the one idea that could be possible is, well, how is the case being marked? Is it being marked on the noun, or is it going to be marked on the plural marker?
So I think like this is again one of those places where we can think about like regularization, because I think that at the proto level, I'm gonna just delete some stuff.
Yeah.
At the proto level, the descriptions that we currently have, and there was one example of this that we had done, which was enough proof to me of the order of things, but I can't find it now.
I remember what you're talking about too, to be honest. This is the verbal template. That does help, but we need a nominal template.
Where was it?
It's up here. Under noun case, under the proto-mihi room.
No, this is group as a noun.
Oh, gosh darn it, you're right.
But they say as a noun. It is effectively a noun in both cases. It's basically, I remember that there was an example somewhere where the
it was like with chalf, I think.
And
it was about like no, or about like I can scroll all I want.
Is it with Nat? Oh no.
No.
This is the quality content that people are looking for. I don't think it was on this side, but I'm gonna quickly.
No.
So, no. Where might it be? Prepositions? No. I hope I didn't accidentally delete something. I think it might have gone. Or is it in the examples here? I think that basically what I'm remembering was that we had said something along. I think if it may well be enough just to search for P. Basically, the prefix was going in front of the entire noun phrase, from what I remember.
Yeah, I think that also makes a lot of sense.
Here is actually different. Yeah, that's not what is happening.
I know that example. Hold on. Go.
I found it.
Okay, good. I'm here.
So yeah.
Hummingbird sold veggies to you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I remember correctly, I'm going to put this whole entire gamut in. But I'm going to like contrast it with
I am more than fine with just saying that these plurals are separate things that come in front.
Oh yeah, they are, because there's definitely an error that came up. But like, yeah, I think these can't be like the complete like merged forms.
I feel like we didn't say enough that apparently the Akkadian word for flood is bibulu.
I didn't see. I read that. I knew it said Akkadian, and I processed that as such. And then you said it out loud when I was not that paying attention, and my mind went to Acadian. Very different.
Akkadian.
Akkadian. Oh my god! But no, like definitely, I'm imagining there being a nice good reduction of these Perl markers then.
But it depends if they're like, I think that it makes more sense for us just to say that these plurals, like, I think we have two options. Either the plurals are not properly learned, which would mean like there's no plural marking at all, which I think this is like part of the drama of having picked this option is basically that like the aim is to reduce stuff to a point where you end up building new things, which then renders a lot of the old stuff slightly redundant.
I think I'm just trying to think like I don't know. Part of me is like we went through all the work of like making the poll and like finding these number markers, and then like we're only like just kind of like edge them out in like the next season.
I mean, I think like I am open to using them as separate things.
Yeah. I think also like we could do like just a massive like maybe how I phrase this. Either A, all of them get used in the Ornololuan language and some get used in this one, or B, like they kind of like set like kind of like do like a meiosis for Ophelio, and then like some go to like the Ornololuan and some go to like the other whatever the hell, and then like it's kind of like
well
one not as 1-to-1.
For the one that's super more agglutinating,
yeah,
more like moving parts.
Yeah.
I mean, not moving parts is maybe even the wrong word. In the other one, everything is like being smushed together, right?
Correct.
So you would expect, like, if we go to the Honolulu one, so if we say number, then it would be, I was expecting like the case marking, then plural, then.
Yes, I was a little bit as well.
Which I think it's fine for us to change our opinion now.
I think it is. I think this was also like because I was trying to work stuff out as well. And like I think it just makes I don't think more sense, but I think it just like it works out a little better, question mark.
Mm-hmm. Which then means that like for us
it's kind of smush a little more then.
Let's make sure that that's noted. Like I know that you were like, what are we not using this properly? I think that part of it is that we came up with a bunch of forms and then like
we never assigned.
You never worked things out properly.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at to-do list now.
So, there's stuff that's left in here. Do we still need the list of human plurals?
No, I think what we only need is like the ones that kind of get like the ones at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we do have pile. Like,
yeah.
So, heap and pile to me aren't distinct enough. I don't remember what we were doing with array.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's. I gotta figure it out if it's which one it is. But we did a poll about like, like keeping some versus others,
and
also that like that's. I opened all of these and I realized I shouldn't have.
What?
I was talking to myself a little bit. Where did Am I imagining that we had a poll where people kind of gave us like a limit about how many we chose, or is that like made up?
No, we did do that, but I think that, like, for me, I would say that, like, I would be fine using rumt as a general plural for
Like inanimate
large
shit.
amounts and folk for small amounts.
Oh, I had the same idea.
I feel like it maybe just wasn't labeled well.
No, I think it was not. I think we had made an assumption for it, but like it wasn't labeled.
Because some plurals are bigger than others.
One might call that a pelcle.
I wasn't thinking of it in those terms because a pelcle would work differently to this.
Correct.
And I would rather say, like, I'd rather keep a hand of berries, meaning plural. Well, no, that.
Yeah, this is the thing.
Berries.
We also will. Hold on. I'm trying to focus on one thought. Is if I'm mentioning a handful of berries, but there's also like a pile of berries too potentially. But
that would just be the small versus large.
Yes, but like what I'm getting at is that also argues that like potentially at least with those two, like changing the plural marker can change at least some meaning.
Yeah.
Okay. So like if we said like potentially like use like the berry like bunch, that like could potentially be like the bunch of berry plants, theoretically. Not really.
I would say that like that's the implication. Although you would probably use shang for that. But I know that's kind of where you were going with it.
Correct.
Like the idea of, could you say that a roof of berries is a flock of berry birds or something? And I would say that it shouldn't be used derivationally, but I think it could be used productively. I guess it is in theory. Is it 3D? I don't know if it's derivational or not. I guess it's just like it's marked for more than just the plural at that point.
Yeah, it can take multiple markers, and if it were to be used derivationally, quote unquote, like the group.
I wouldn't have said that they would take multiple markers.
Well, because between the small and the large amount, anything.
Sorry, you mean it can take distinct markers?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying like, well, what if
you
have
no, like stacking? No.
Class.
No,
okay.
no, God, no. I'm saying like one marker like in the template, but like multiple ones could be used uniquely. But also like to use the wrong one of the markers can show that one maybe does not have like either the command of the language as much, but
you mean doesn't possess the vernacular.
Correct. Like somebody lied to that person several times and told them that they were at least a B1 and they were completely not. And I had another thought, but I went out the window and during the bit, so I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Oh, are things grouped in other things? Is that also a plant, or is that like
this would be like
a sack of beans, for example? Those beans,
yeah.
like okay, cool beans. Never mind.
It would be like
fish in a net.
It would be like there are nets of fish, you would mark it with duch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool beans. We are on a page.
Did we actually write down the thing that we said we were going to write down? No.
No.
Okay. The plural class hit used for so this is lower birds, right? Or lesser birds? Okay. And let's put some examples in. So like, how would we say the people live in the village? So, do we have a verb for to live?
Where's the dictionary? Answer. We have to stay, but that's going to be for the aspect.
We can change it to the people stay in the village, and
yeah, the people stay in the village.
So, what's the third person plural? It's with kuz. It's also, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, is it muck?
Muck, yeah, that's the third person.
So muck,
Yeah.
kuz. So, is it? It's not the Alch one, is it? Is it?
No, it's Luth. L-U-L. Well, stop.
Muck, kuz, luz.
Luth. I'll stop at the end.
Ah, lovely. So muck, kuz, luz. Then it would be. Are we saying that it's like full nat at this stage, or is it nana? Oh, it's nana, isn't it?
Where's the na coming from?
The prefix form. But in the village.
Thank you. Yes, I got you. Yeah. No. Yeah, and this will be a small village, so we are aware.
Well, I changed the other one to also be translatable as town.
Oh, being better. And then people. I don't know the word for person actually.
So.
Oh, we do is shamu. Shamu.
So p. So it will be p with shamu. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yes.
Lovely. And I'm gonna bold the kuz. Lovely.
I want to do this real fast to see what's up. I also realized something. I also forgot that our Oda-Luban language is SVO now. Did you forget that, or?
No.
Okay, great. Just me. Love that.
This was why, like, at one point we were debating getting rid of the like the mutations were going to be less important.
Yeah, and now they're extremely important. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's gonna be the opposite because it's all going to be turned by word order.
Well, no, because the topic is determined by word order, but it's where subject object is kind of, I guess, a little bit messy.
Because it's I think it's subject coded.
So I'm gonna like copy and paste the noun number. Is the noun number top bit also in the other tab?
Yeah. Yeah, like the what do you call this?
No, the bit that I was thinking of isn't. So
Yes.
So we still haven't named the language, have we?
No.
There exists. There are still many plural markers. So we're rebracketing these, right? Or did I just decide that in my head?
No, we tied that together.
Okay. Wait. So we're moving that now, but we are also rebracketing them. Like, so with this one. So this stuff is coming off the verb. Or
yes,
yeah.
I had originally thought that number was not going to be marked on the verb.
But it's being separate. It's because it's being separated. If I'm remembering correctly. Or are we ditching it? I feel like this is another one of those decisions that like I think we like have maybe tacitly made at some point, but not formally.
That is correct. It's definitely going to be in this example here. Like I don't remember ever when we have marked number on the noun. It's only or on the verb rather. Like we in the pronoun.
We use a different system though. We use the number associated with the pronouns.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could also be that if we're saying that the noun number with these nominally derived, well, the other ones are also nominally derived. I'm trying to find it. Yeah. So in the pronouns section, we have like our minimal, our augmented, and then our normal augmented.
Correct.
And these are the ones that get stuck on the verb in the proto stage.
Okay.
But if we said that they weren't properly, like, I think that I'm trying to work out how much of the rebracketing can be rebracketed and how much, because there was some stuff that I thought we could rebracket, but it then didn't make sense. I think the thing that didn't make sense was rebracketing this pronominal agreement with the tam. That was the thing that really didn't play nicely because
correct, it did not.
The tam stuff would have broken off the incorporated nouns. That was it. That was the whole thing. I think that and part of my idea for what would justify the word order change was the fact that this pronominal marking would be rebracketed. So you have a stage where you have a stage that looks something like this, right?
Correct.
So rebracketed stage. So so rebracketed stage, and the key points are pronominal marking on verbs, rebracketed as an initial pronoun. Plural markers pop out and in front of nouns. The form having retained
Case
transparency. Incorporated nouns are fused to verbs. Term marking is analogized. Term marking is reduced to initial. Well, that might be too early, but
yeah.
I think these are like the three key ideas right now. So for this stage, and then final stage. Well, not final, but like the result is basically so movement of focus to initial position. We probably do need to either gloss it or give a translation. I don't know what you'd rather do.
I'd rather gloss.
Okay. Now this could be a poll, which would basically be, should there be an obligatory pronoun in front of the verb? Because I think that it would be an interesting reflection of the history to require the pronoun there. Is it? Because I'm trying to remember how the pronoun on the verb relates to the split S system.
It doesn't matter in terms of intransitive verbs.
Oh, it's not plural human. It's is it called full augment? Am I remembering that right?
Full augment versus minimal augment.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. But definitely I'm going to do something of this sort for sure. Or like.
So. Kuz, Bishamu, and then it's the question of
that phrase.
Yeah. Do you have a strong opinion one way or the other?
For this now, no, I don't. Ironically enough, I thought I had, but I do not.
I'm also swayable one way or the other, I think.
Good.
So that's going to be the poll, I guess?
I think that is a poll.
Are you making a note? Or do I need to make a note?
I'll make the note.
Okay, cool. And this is more or less done.
We are kind of working a little bit on object marking, but I'll be honest, sometimes it's not the most interesting thing in this language.
Mm-hmm.
Most objects are unmarked.
Dedicated episodes that are cut up chunks of the streams. Honestly, like, I don't know. I haven't told some people at work yet, but I might as well say here. I'm gonna have a lot more free time soon, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't suspect that I will be making loads of supercuts, but
and then come in a couple of months, I will also have a lot of free time. So,
like, I think I want to finish making the subtitles for. Like, I didn't even start with my own talk, which I should have done because it's the shortest. I started with Karis's.
You started with the shortest, or you started?
I started with the first one. That was my logic.
No, that's very sound logic indeed.
The start is a great place to start. The closest we've got is the wait video. Okay. Well, if object markers immediately followed the subject marker, you could get ergative pronouns, but only if the object is third person. I'm trying to, like, imagine it. I guess, like, object marking on the verb, potentially.
That's maybe what I'm just not following a little bit, to be honest. And maybe that's because like, my tummy is grumbling. But
I am currently drinking preserved lemon excess. I don't think that's the nicest way to describe it.
Like brine?
It's like the leftover brine from the blender from when I was blending them up.
Like limonada? Like Brazilian lemonade? Just like
no,
seasoned?
no.
Okay.
I guess it's not that far off, but I feel like lemonade, like the limonada, it's made with like condensed milk, isn't it?
Doesn't have to be.
Okay. It's pretty close to that in the sense that it's like I just was washing out the blender from when I had blended all the lemons up. And this is the water from that. Sabine does say that this is a thing that you can make with the preserved lemon paste. It's nice.
What's the Korean word chung? Kind of?
No, because chung is sweet, and this is anything but, honestly.
Understood. Okay.
This is more like nimbupani. Nimbupani is like this Indian style drink where nimbu means like, it literally, people will say, oh, nimbu means lemon, so you have to make it with lemon. Nimbu in India is like small and green. I think it is probably closer to a lemon in flavor, but I would argue nimbu is distinct to the Western versions of lemon and lime. Anyway, nimbu tangent over. It's that plus it's made with salt because it's to replace what you lose from sweating. And then you also add chaat masala.
Oh, okay. That sounds great, actually. It sounds like good for like hangovers a little bit.
Yeah, I drank a lot of them when I was like having diarrhea.
Yeah, it seems like very like electrolyte like producing.
Yeah.
I do want to see what Soton said. For could get removed as a case mark. So we already have case marking down pretty much to a T, Soton. So we do have 3 cases. We have an unmarked absolutive, a marked ergative, and a marked oblique. But they're done through if you can see that P and that N, they're going to be like constant mutations on those nouns there.
The pronoun at the original stage would agree with the subject, right?
It would be. Yep.
And then, and for a transitive verb, it agrees with the patient. Or no, it agrees with the agent of an active verb and the patient of a thingy verb.
I know. I see what you're saying, but I can't. Stative, yeah. But like, I'm trying to think of like, okay, yeah. I think that's thing. Well, we need to work these out a little bit in terms of kind of maybe, I don't know.
So I guess it's like at the point that I guess on some level, the question is, are you comfortable with us losing because this is what the split S thing is actually doing, right? No, because we also mark the agents of intransitive active verbs with the adjective.
Yeah, it's all about case marking rather than like how the verb agrees with it. The verb's going to agree with the subject regardless. It's more so what case will the subject.
No, it doesn't agree with the subject if we lose the pronoun in front of it.
Yes.
But the active the split S still is in effect because of the mutations.
Yes. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah. We'll I guess the poll itself will be easy to write. It's how we describe the knock-on effects, which is going to be more interesting.
And this is also going to like involve us to kind of go like add where the rebracketing and all this stuff happens at like what sound changes and stuff. So we kind of know like historically what's going on.
I don't know if the sounds would be all that different because they would have the independent forms anyway.
The sound would be different. I'm more saying just from like a syntactal, like grammatical, like historical points.
Yeah, the syntax bit is the bit that's weird, and I don't think either of us are syntacticians, which is what makes this particularly interesting.
I'm gonna hopefully hope that Tethys can teach us X bar theory one day, and we'll all live in happy merriment.
Okay.
Okay.
And in the name of the Tethys, the Jonathan, and the Lavuna, we say bye-bye.
Adieu.
Adieu.